So the first part of 2023 has kind of sucked. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that. It's been pretty shit. So in order to not make the rest of 2023 remain shit, I am taking on a pretty significant challenge. So the challenge is going to be 650, 700 mile bike ride through 4 different countries, 18,000 feet of elevation gain. This isn't like a race or an event or anything. This is a route that I planned up on my own. But yeah, I spent the first part of 2023 pretty upset and probably drinking more than I should. So the Mrs. Wandering Lands was like, you know what you need to do? You just need to go do another bike trip. She knows I've done 2 other bike trips in the past, and I really helped to sort my head out, you know, did wonderful things for me. I met a lot of cool people on the way, and honestly that's where I got a lot of the old content that I've done for the channel, was while I was on the bike trip. So, you know, the first one was Prague to Bucharest on a fixed gear. The fixed gear was cool. The benefit of a fixed gear is that it's really low maintenance. You can take apart the bike with very minimal tools. You don't have to carry a lot of stuff. They're really simple, but it also is very, very difficult to cover a lot of distance in a short time, especially when you start getting into rolling hills and stuff like that, because you can't shift, you can't do any of that stuff. And then the second one that I did was from Amsterdam to Varna, Bulgaria. From Amsterdam to Prague, I was on like it was like a Amazon knockoff Brompton. It was like a folding bike, but it was literally the cheapest folding bike on Amazon, and it was okay. Definitely wasn't good for distance. I'm surprised how much like weight it actually held. But then when I got to Prague, I was like, you know, I'm really not making that much, I'm not covering that much ground quickly enough. So I got a different bike. It was like a really, really cheap hardtail mountain bike. I tried to get some money off the purchase price by trading them that knockoff Brompton. Of course, the bike shop didn't want it, which can't say I blamed them. I ended up trading that bike for a beer in a park in Prague. Ultimately, for 130 bucks, wasn't a bad buy. It wasn't a bad buy, but instead of just giving it to a bike shop that's not going to use it or whatever, and I couldn't get any money when I traded it, I'm just gonna try and give this away. There's some guys over there. Let's see if they want it. You guys speak English? Do you want this bike?
If I know it.
Do you want it?
If I want it.
Yeah.
For what?
I bought a new bike, and I'm just gonna ride out of the Czech Republic, and
You're going to throw this one away?
Yeah, the bike store wouldn't give me anything for this bike, so...
Right, so you don't even want it? Like, you're just gonna give it to me?
Unless you want to give me one of those beers.
I could give you a beer for a bike.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck it as well?
I got some extra tubes for it. Let me go grab them real quick.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah. So that was kind of cool. Eventually, with that hardtail, I made it to Bulgaria, and it also, I mean, it was a good bike. It worked well for me. But again, it really wasn't built for speed. It wasn't built for covering vast distances. Hell, it was barely built for a mountain bike trail. It was not a very high quality bike, but it got me where I needed to go, which was everything I needed, you know. So this trip, this challenge, you know, the missus was like, you know, you need to do this, it'll be good for you. And it definitely will be good for me, not just having something to look forward to, having something to prepare for, having something to, you know, put my mind to, but I think the physical challenge is going to be good. I think the mental endurance challenge of it is really going to be something that's good and really sort me out, and it'll be a lot of fun too. not only that, but I'll be going past a lot of really cool stuff that I can make videos on. We've got a haunted church, a couple of abandoned mansions. Yeah, there's some good stuff along the way. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be a lot of really cool content. So the first part of 2023 being as shitty as it was is part of the reason why I haven't made many videos this year so far. So apologies to that. Going forward though, probably until this trip is gonna go down. I'm leaving August 11th, starting Budapest, ending somewhere by the sea. I'm not gonna give away the whole route just yet, but I'm ending by the sea, starting in Budapest. So I don't know how many sort of normal standard content videos I'm gonna be making. Probably gonna start making a bunch of videos about the preparations and sort of a introduction to bike packing. I am by no means am I like a pro at bike packing, but I have done bike packing before very wrong twice. So I think I've kind of learned like what not to do, what works, what doesn't. And I think the other benefit of this ride is, you know, when I started doing those other rides, I didn't really know that much about like video editing. I didn't have very good camera equipment, and going into this one, you know, better at editing, much better equipment, sort of know what I'm doing a little bit, and I think I'm going to be able to document it a lot better, make a lot better content going forward. And then when I do get to, you know, the spooky abandoned places like, oh, I don't know, abandoned Soviet town in Hungary, that one's gonna be a lot of fun. Be able to document it better, just create better content and have a little something different. So I'm not, the channel's not switching to just straight cycling content or anything like that, but for the time being I am going to be adding sort of the preparations for the trip, what I'm doing, some of the training stuff, things like that. So yeah, hope you guys don't mind that too much. I'm really looking forward to it. Definitely looking forward to this trip and getting out there. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.